Okay, class, we are going to look at rainfall. We define rainfall and explain different types of rainfall. As we said earlier, rainfall is different from precipitation. Instead, it is a form of precipitation. And types of rainfall are different from forms of precipitation. So what is rainfall? Rainfall refers to precipitation in form of water droplets falling on Earth's surface from atmosphere. But again, you need to remember that not all drops of water that fall on Earth's surface stand for rainfall. They might be drops of drizzles, and drizzles are also a form of precipitation. So what are the types of rainfall? We have number one, relief rainfall. This can also be called orographic rainfall. How is it formed? That is our major target, the formation. Relief rainfall is a type of rainfall commonly received in mountainous areas, areas with many and tall highlands. It is formed when warm moist wind on the windward side of the mountain rises and condenses at the condensation level, where it forms clouds which also form rainfall. This diagram can help us to understand better. This is a mountain. This is a mountain. This mountain has a left side, which is the windward side. Then the right side, which is the leeward side. The windward side experiences warm moist air or warm moist wind. And as this wind blows, it meets a mountain, which is now a barrier. And because warm wind is lighter, it is forced to rise on the windward side of the mountain. Then after it reaches condensation level, where it condenses and forms clouds. And clouds will form rainfall, which falls back especially on the windward side of the mountain. Then the leeward side is the other side of the mountain on right, which experiences dry, cold, descending winds. They are sinking winds. They are not rising. They are cold and therefore they are heavy. That's why they are descending. And since they are descending, they will never have any advantage of condensing because they will never reach condensation level. And therefore, this leeward side remains dry because it experiences dry winds. And I hope where they blow to, they are likely to cause desert conditions. I think here they are telling us about windward side. In brief, what does it mean? It is the part of the mountain which is wet, as I have already explained. It receives much rainfall because it has warm moist winds. Then leeward side. This is the part of the mountain which is dry because it has cold dry winds. It receives little or hardly no rainfall. What are the conditions necessary for orographic rainfall to occur? There should be a mountain which will act as a barrier. The mountains must be close to the sea coasts where winds come from. However, they might be far from the coast, but if they are near the coast and the coastal sea brings more winds for them to rise on the side of the mountain, that would be better. And again, if they are inland mountains, they should be of a higher height. They should be very tall in order for winds to reach the condensation level easily. And again, there should be sufficient amount of moisture content for rain to form. The winds must not only be dry, they must be wet. Because as we have observed on the mountain, a side which experiences moist winds gets more rainfall compared to the side which has cold, dry winds. Thank you.